Hello everyone. Hi. How is everyone today? Hopefully everyone's going good. Hello Sarah. Hello Sanch. How are you? Hello here. How's everyone today? Hello, Mom. Does S want to reconcile with you? That's a good question. Ooh. Page of Wands. I feel like they're very close. Yes, they would like to reconcile with you, but they want to slowly try to bring themselves back into your life. So it might be that they'll say, hi, how are you? But they just want to kind of slowly build up with you again. There you go, Leo. Sarah says, is there a relationship between Kahina, Capricorn, and Scorpion? Or are they just friends? Okay. I see there's a lot of chemistry between you, the people that you're asking about, because that's Two of Cups. So yes, there's a lot of... Give me 1 second. That's much better. And then there's a Chariot, so there is a physical move there. There is kind of a little bit of an immaturity for both of you. The people in question. Yeah, there's definitely an offer there, and I think that there's an idea, and you just have to get over what other people say about this relationship. But I would say that there's definitely some love and chemistry in there for both of you. There you go. Sanch says, what's the current feelings of Sam towards me? That's a good question. A Lover's card has come out, so yeah, definitely good vibes all around. Soulmate connection, possibly. Start of a love. How will be your love life in October? Now, Prinyaka, this is a call for you to kind of look back on your neediness or how you connect in a relationship in general, and possibly fix some of your attachment styles to people because they might be slightly toxic. So I would generally work on this in October, because there doesn't seem to be any kind of people coming towards you, but you can work on this right now for yourself, Prinyaka. Dylan D says, who's the first one in my family to get married? Well, firstly, there's kind of these interesting things. So it might be that someone gets married, but then they kind of fall apart again. So there's the Tower, which means that the connection will fall out, and the Hermit, which means that someone's scared to come out. There's also a lack of options there, so it could be that this kind of connection was supposed to, or was in a marriage situation, and just that it'll fall apart quite quickly. So it's kind of hard. There is, I think, the possibility that you'll be first out of your family. Maybe someone gets married before you, but it might not last. Sorry, Dylan D. That's what I'm picking up. What's coming for you next month? Says Mom, there is your cups. So that means that someone's coming into your life. there could be a love partnership here. Also, Mom, there's a bit that you get a little bit stuck. So it could be that your love life goes perfectly, but there's another situation that you'll just get stuck on next month, which is okay. Don't panic when you get stuck. That's the biggest thing. Don't panic. Hello, Queera, how are you? So love next 24 hours. Mama, there is a bit that cards are either telling you to be strong or just to own your weakness. Usually for me, I sit and go, you're a little bit weak right now. Just take a rest. Try and realize that you're not completely functioning on 100% capacity. I don't see it as a flaw for people to be kind of weak in themselves in a little bit. So can you get messages from your Pisces person? Firstly, they would love to see the world with you. I feel like this is the biggest thing that they want to tell you, is that they want to travel with you and explore other places that you might have not been, or they have not been as well. And they really would like COVID to be over to be able to travel with you. Sparkly. View deleted. Next. Such after this, we're gonna you'll have to take a break, because yeah, then I could get through everybody else. So next 24 hours reading, you're going to start feeling like no one cares a lot about you. You've got to realize that that's just your reflection of what's going on with yourself. You have to realize that most of the time you've got to reach out connection, because no one's realizing that you're probably struggling right now, Sanch. So keep that in mind when you're feeling your lowest point in this 24 hours. Reach out, talk to someone. What's coming to me in love on the 28th of the 10th? Ooh, there's something going on then. What's coming towards you, love? Okay, so we have a chariot, so a physical move in place, or you're traveling somewhere. Also, there is a bit that you kind of get hung up with when you see someone, like a partner, for like a future partner, for example. You start trying to like pin down specific points of them, and the cards are telling you to see a bigger picture. It's also that we already have this. This to me means that you've got a past attachment style that is kind of like clingy or attention seeking out of your past exes, that you might need to deal with or address before you get into a new relationship. So good luck, sweet pea. That is always hard. Changing your attachment styles. What is the ALT score I received to be accepted by some universities I'll apply to before the 15th of December? Now, there is some really interesting things. You might be accepted, but you might get upset which universities accept you. But there is a bit that you will have little tiny money coming in. Like you could probably apply for scholarships to this particular university. So keep an eye out when these universities respond. Check scholarships, because there's particular universities that will have scholarship programs. It's also the World card coming up, so it could be that you have to go to another country for your universities, or if it's not another country, it's the last year you get to choose to go to another country to study. Queen of Cups as well, so it might be that you might not want to travel, but I think in general you would have a better time if you actually move for your university. So here I think you would definitely get accepted. It's just when. Hi, what are AJ's current, well, not when, it's which one? Current feelings for me. Will he miss me? This guy, Priya, is going through a life choice. He's going to decide one thing or another, and it could be like, does he kind of come back into your life, or does he move on? And that's possibly a thing that he's thinking in his head, is like, do I need to move on from this? And that's what he's thinking right now. So yeah, I would say he's missing you. I don't know why it keeps on scrolling really right down, but Alicia says, hey, how am I? I'm good. How is Sad currently feeling for me? It's interesting because Sad is kind of thinking about you. I would say it's all the things that they want to do with you. Not in like a like over 18 related, but it could be like, shall I take this person out for coffee kind of feeling. So it's more like deciding what to do with you, like date wise or in general, and they've kind of understood what they want to choose to do with that. Alicia, hello Mapara. Little Sag says, what's coming towards me in love? Leo, after this question, I will take a break from your questions. Please just stick around. Later on, when it gets quieter, you can ask another question. So a little Sag says, what's coming towards you in love? You've got the World and the Magician. So it's possibly telling you to travel for love. Your ideas will give you or guide you away towards someone that's really interesting. But I would say that they come from a different country, or they're well traveled. And the ideas to meet them is possibly that you meet them through networking or creating your own business. I feel like this is a thing. It's creating like something, and then you'll meet this person through business, and you'll actually fall in love with them through just being there with them. Little Sag. Leo says, what can I expect in love in October? Hello Isha, how are you? Okay, so what can you... So it says that you're possibly trying too hard, so kind of relax your search. It's also, there is the full card in reverse to be more mature, or to put on your eyes of discernment, so kind of figure out whether someone is playing you or not. Not in like, I feel like this kind of comes from, and don't worry, and you might have watched a couple of videos about the dating game and how to play it on YouTube or something like that. That's kind of what I feel like from you. A little bit of frustration or anger coming through, and I think just don't worry about it. You've got some very interesting attributes, and I think just relax, be mature. I think that's what's coming through for you, Leo. So keep on going, just relax and be more mature. Libra's current thoughts about me. Why you like I think you kind of bring up quite a lot of your past issues of relationships. If this is not Pilu, if this is not romantically, you kind of talk not in a bad way about people in your past, but you tend to bring up issues that should have been resolved for you quite a while ago, and you should kind of let those go, because as you're kind of holding on to this attachment, you actually create more friction with you and this current person, Pilu. Fine Wine says, what's Dee's next move towards me? Well, firstly, they're thinking about accepting that offer. And also they're kind of weak on you. I love that we can kind of have this wordplay, but they're kind of, they've got a weakness towards you, yeah. So whatever you're doing, whether you're coming in and flirting with them or just like walking past them and like the breeze ruffles the hair, yeah, it's like they really enjoy like just watching you. So yeah, whatever you're doing, it's working. No worries, Sarah. Tess says love. Oh my god, those things just flew off. Okay, so there is a current relationship. Maybe it's not a relationship, but more friends with benefits that you keep holding on to with a certain amount of attachment and fear, that you need to let go of. Nothing's going to come to you while you keep on holding on to this, like really like scared, like, oh my god, if someone rejects me, at least I have this person. Or it might not be friends with benefits, it's something, it's a relationship that you keep holding on with. So, and this makes sense because you have a death card in reverse. There is a cycle that you keep holding on to, whether it's this person or just that you don't like being on your own. You need to let this go. You need to move on. The cycle won't end. It's like Groundhog Day. The cycle won't end until you actually let go of this, Tez. So let go. Let go. Stop it. So I hope that helps. But yeah, I would say in general, yeah. Princey's next move towards you. No, so Princey says next move of MD towards me. Okay, so this is the 5 of Pentacles in reverse. Now, what actually usually is a soul seeing another soul and seeing the reflection of themselves. So usually this means that someone has seen you and gone, oh yeah, they're exactly the same as me. And there's a lot of things that tend to make that feeling. But this is in reverse. So this person actually sees you as a rather different person. Now, this doesn't mean that they're kind of running away, but this could be that they've started realizing who you are, and they're starting to realize that you're completely different from them, which always happens. And like when we start dating someone, we're dating them with the expectation of who we think they are, not who they actually are. Also, this is coming up a lot today. So this is what I would say is make sure that your attachment style is healthy. Because what's actually happening is you're possibly learned an attachment style, Princey, that is pushing this person away, whether it's neediness or like you don't love me unless you do this for me, like emotional sabotage. There's a lot of attachment styles that are not particularly good for functioning relationships that you might have to question in yourself. This means that this person has identified that in you, or that you haven't let go of a past relationship. So you might have to kind of think about that and try and diminish that or kind of change that for yourself, okay? Caroline, on the 7th, my best mate is coming to stay. Will it grow into something more? I think no. Page of Pentacles in reverse. They might consider it, but they aren't going to really take this on. Actually, it's not. It's Page of Pentacles. So I don't think that this is going to grow any more than you want. Or it might not grow in the way that you want it to, Caroline. Sorry about that. No worries. I don't know why the iPod is like sitting there going. VC says, is there plenty of opportunities? I'm not taking that many cards. You can make it simpler. Cards, give me an answer for VC. VC. You just like, oh yeah, like it's like you're not going to take the same like the cards that I gave you. Oh well, then I'll give you the last question's cards back to you. I'm like, oh, stop being smarmy. Okay, so you've got a King of Cups and a King of Swords in reverse, VC. So this could be, how would I explain this? It's like most of the time I read this as two separate people, but I think this is actually you. So you're swinging between highly emotional states versus anger. And there's just like this kind of swinging pendulum between being really kind of sad to really kind of angry, and then you're angry because you're sad, VC. So this kind of means that when you're looking at a job opening, you're looking through this very small window of the emotions that are available to you. So it could be like you're feeling sorry that you don't have a job, and then you're feeling anger because you shouldn't feel bad about this. And I think you just have to realize you've got to process these emotions, because if you keep on looking through the lens of desperation and looking through the emotions, you're actually closing down the availability of your jobs, which actually comes to 4 of Cups in reverse. There's a lot more options in October. You just need to know where you're going to look for them. So I would suggest like dealing with the anger and the kind of pendulum, and then just apply. Put a pin in the newspaper or whatever. Good, scroll down, eyes closed, and apply. So you're not like, I go for a bloody run, because yeah, there's just too many emotions there. Okay, so Claire says, when will Islam Scorpion contact Sarah Capricornia? Does he thinking about me or no? He's thinking about you, but he's struggling to say it really. But he also thinks that you're slightly more immature, childlike in a not good way, maybe naive. There is something that he doesn't like about you, that you're not mature as a person, I think, Claire. And so therefore he likes you, he wants to contact you, but he might be also pushing it away because he doesn't see that maturity from you. DMD, after this we'll take a break from your questions because we need to I need to go through all these questions tonight, so it's going to be a quick one. Will I get a career breakthrough through? DMD, you've got Queen of Wands, which is a connector. She is highly a networker. If she's in a room, she can get all the phone numbers. So if you are close to this person, or if you are feminine, this you can identify with then. And the what is it? 7 of Swords in reverse means that you actually are not, you've actually let control of this go, and you need to control this. You need to control this, DMD. If you're just sitting there going, oh yes, I need a career breakthrough, it's not good enough. You need to follow this up with an active plan. Okay, so no worries. Okay, so Libra says, hey beautiful, thank you. Sagittarius, next additions towards me this coming week, please. They're really in their own space, doing their own thing, very single-minded, possibly stubborn. Also, Libra, they actually have the Justice card, which kind of scares me a lot. Is, what the hell did you do? They're just like sitting there going, oh my dear lord. Then you might have had a little bit of tiff and they still remember, and they're not doing it. They like holding a grudge, I feel. That's what I'm feeling, Libra. Good luck with that. If they're like anything like my little sister, which is actually not a Sagittarius, they remember forever. And then you sit there and go, you must have made that up. I'm very sure most of the time she just pulls out something out of her head and goes, oh yes, Cassandra did this when she was 6 and she hurt me. I'm like, where's that coming from? I'm 30 now, so that's a long grudge. Okay, will I get a job, ma'am? Thank you. Okay, so firstly, there is a bit of get up and go energy, and also 2 of Wands means that if you get up and go and you actively seek things out, you will definitely get this. But don't expect any friends or family or past contacts to help you out. I think you're in this space alone, so you really need to kind of hustle yourself, Mona. So you really need to hustle yourself. Get up and go. I think this might be that you need to be active and walk around instead of maybe looking online, or kind of look at an opportunity that you can do online for yourself. Because I feel like most of the time, this is why I do YouTube as well as my normal tarot readings, is because the world is getting more and more complicated, and we'll actually have to create different sources of income for ourselves. So Gracie says, hello, what is B's next actions towards me, please? Okay, so this is like justice in reverse. It means kind of karma from the past. So therefore, whatever you've done to them will come back to you. So Gracie, if you've looked after them in a kind manner, they will shower you in kindness. It's more like, oh yeah, has this past actions been enough to affect their behavior? And it has. So, and also Wheel of Fortune, so it might be that they're kind of is like waiting for this to kind of move on. So it could be that they see you as that you've been nice and kind to them, and they're waiting for that pin to drop. You know that bit where people have been hurt before and they're just waiting for you to just do that kind of thing. And so therefore the Wheel of Fortune possibly means that they're leaving that up to their fate of the world, I suppose. Naveed Neat says general guidance for this week. Whatever you're working on is going to kind of progress this week, Naveed. I definitely see that. Also, I feel like there is a life choice here. So it could be, I don't think it's connected to this one, but I feel like there is a general life choice coming up for you, whether you're going to, possibly it is connected to this, whether you take this more seriously. But there's also that you need to plan more. Like, you've left go of control of these things for too long. And most of the time I say there's two types of choices in this world. You can choose not to choose, or you choose to choose. That's it. And most of the time, if you choose not to choose, the universe makes that choice for you. And then you have to live with whatever choices the universe has given you. No worries, Priya. Hello, Saha. Sapnia says, will S contact me next month in October? No, he's really scared. Or in general, this person's really scared. So they're not just like avoiding human contact, they are literally scared of human contact. So they could be withdrawn right now. I don't feel like they're depressed, they're just not in a space that they can talk to people very well, Sapnia. So don't worry if you don't hear from them. Probably just reach out to them and say, are you okay? What is H thinking of me? Well, firstly, they're really tempted about you, Saha. They're really tempted by you. I don't know whether this is kind of a little bit more like they know they shouldn't be in a relationship with you, Saha. So it could be like slightly forbidden. And this kind of makes sense with Hierophant in reverse. You're very much like a person that goes your own way. So like and don't worry about this, like if you're not really registering with this. John Travolta from Grease, like at the end, like when he's trying to like impress he's like, oh yeah, I'm going to be a good Harvard boy, and she comes in with the black number on, and he's like, Grease lightning. And it was just like, yeah, I feel like that's kind of like you, like a cool guy that just does his own thing. That's what I'm thinking. Also, I don't know whether your favorite color is purple, but all of these cards are purple. Look. just a funny note. So maybe purple is your favorite color. Oh, actually, it is like your background as well. Who's coming towards you, Mom? After this, Mom, can you take a break? So everyone gets a thing, because we're going through a lot of people today. So King of Cups and King of Swords. There's actually two of them. Oh my dear Lord. So I would say that there's one in your past, which makes sense if King of Cups is in reverse. King of Cups in reverse is emotionally vulnerable, quite needy. He will take up quite a lot of your emotional space without actually you getting anything back. King of Swords in upright means a leader. Authoritarian, doesn't tend to mince words, but very assertive. And then you've got the stars, so it means that you get to choose where you pour your water on, which relationship you grow. So you've got to figure out whether this King of Cups, this very needy, possibly Peter Pan like, even though I haven't got a full, I would say that he's kind of like a boy, a man that never grows up kind of thing. An Ace of Pentacles. So I feel like this is your choice. So these guys are going to want you to make the choices, and you get to grow whatever relationship you want. So I feel like King of Swords, just because he's upright, is a new one, and King of Cups, because he's in reverse, I feel like he's a past one. Interesting, Mom. Very interesting. Oh, the cats have gone. At least they're doing a good thing today and not jumping on the floor. They're being very, very nice to me today. I haven't had to pick up any of my stray cats. So now it's Bella's turn. Will I find another job very soon? There is options for you. There is options for you, but they're not closer to home than I feel like you want. So I feel like you're possibly wanting a stay-at-home job, or a job that is kind of close to you. I don't feel like you're going to get that, Bella, anytime soon. So I feel like you might have to commute for work. So I would suggest trying to apply for jobs that are around you that you can commute to, but not in your local town or anything like that. So you might have to commute a little bit further for that, Bella. But you will get a job very soon if you have that look around for jobs outside that space. How will I do with my Nepali and Tibetan exam? Will I pass? Alama says Alama. Yeah, I feel like you will. Like High Priestess, she manifests tangible results. So she is a manifester, quite a strong one, but she's more practical than the Empress, which is all about creativity, abundance, creativity wise. So I feel like you will pass your exams. You will do extremely well because you're very confident and you're very competent. You tend to have a lot of qualities that you can study very well on an exam with Lama. You do better than I do. Hey Christy, how are you? Hello Kat, how are you? Hey Kay, how are you? Shirley's asked me a really interesting question. So Kitty says, is A still mad at me? What does he feel? You know, sometimes like, what did I say? Like, I said cats are being very good today. None are jumping on the floor. Next thing, one just decides to go rogue cards. Oh no, I panic. Okay, so he's kind of not, he's kind of thinking about lots of little things that you've said, and you possibly have moved on to a bigger picture. So Kitty, he's still like, slightly picking apart things that you've said, maybe to try and figure out how you feel more than he feels. But you're kind of over this. You've kind of moved on. You've seen a bigger picture. Make sure that like when you discuss things, make sure that you realize that they've got the headspace that they're still in that space. So you don't get in an argument because you're like, you're still thinking about this. They're just thinking like maybe that you don't care about them enough, or like, why did she say that? Like, it is always a really hard one when it comes to that, because we're always in our own headspace. We can't be anywhere else. We're trapped in here. So yeah, in general, it's just one of those things that you just need to go, okay, I see you're still thinking about that. It's okay. Okay, so how do I evolve? It says Sealy. After this, we'll take a break from you, Sealy, and I can then answer some other people's questions, because there's a lot of people here and I don't want to disappoint, because I only have a certain amount of lung capacity and I tend to wear myself out quite quickly. So King of Cups and Page of Cups. So it's interesting because I would suggest that you're quite a workaholic. So this could be that you don't really see a lot around you, and the cards are telling you to kind of like see a bigger picture for your life, instead of throwing yourself into one thing, to kind of take stock of your life and kind of broaden your horizons. Because you know what, one flick, one click, and it's all done. Like, we don't know how long our time is. If you're spending it all on work, you gotta get to the end and you're like, oh god, I spent all that time at work. And King of Cups. So I would say in general, yeah, start working on other people's stuff. See a bigger picture, do stuff for yourself. And King of Cups, learn to be able to listen to other people's emotions and be there as an active listener. Because you could say I listen, but how many people just like switch off? They'll listen, but they're not really listening. They're just in their own headspace. So yeah, that's how you evolve. Silly. Okay, so K Love says, what's coming towards me in love? There is an offer here for love. There could be possibly someone that you already know. And then, weirdly enough, we have these things again. So it seems like you have another, and I swear I keep shuffling these cards, but you got the King of Cups and the Page of Cups in reverse. So it's the same thing. You'll get an offer from, I think, 2 people. A Page of Cups is possibly a past relationship, which is possibly your closest ex, which tends to work a lot. And King of Cups, which will be quieter and tend to be more withdrawn, but they tend to be good listeners. So they tend to also speak through emotions instead of any other way of communication. Good luck, Kay. Is my job contract will be renewed? Says Siha. Okay, so you've got two wands in reverse. I think that it's telling you to stop trying to work so hard for these guys, because you're working very, very, very hard and you're chasing their goals and their targets and everything. And you're not getting anything out of this. which means that it could be possibly you and your boss are always on the line of being fired if that contract doesn't get renewed, and they seem to be very short-term contracts, so that's not very fair. Also, yes, it will, but realize that you're both highly valued people and you could be doing this for a better company. I'm just saying that they have put a lot of fear into that. It's really hard to say names. I'm really bad at names. Okay, so after this, Liaha, can you take a break from asking any more questions? Because I won't be taking any more questions because we need to get through quite a lot tonight. So, will I get engaged to this person that's coming towards me through his family? Okay, so he's holding off on getting engaged whatsoever. He's really kind of scared about getting married. This or it's like in general, like this could be a woman. It doesn't matter which gender, but yeah, they don't want to be married. They're holding off, but I feel like you will get engaged to this person, yeah. But I feel like instead of focusing on the future, focus on the present right now. That's what's actually being asked of you, is to focus right now. So what's the feelings of wrath for me? Is he missing me? I feel like this person is kind of in a cycle right now, and I feel like they've kind of lost hope with like work or something like that. They're feeling very self-defeated. They're also in a self-addictive cycle, so I feel like they're kind of using something to cope. This doesn't mean that it's always drugs and alcohol, guys, but because they tend to be kind of widely consumed, it could be that this person's using alcohol or something to survive through what they're dealing with. So yeah, they're spiraling a little bit into that kind of bit. Are they missing you? I don't think so. I think their problems are way bigger than just missing one person. So yeah, they're not going very well. Pritha says, hello Meg Violet. What's the feelings of Rapid for me? They really want to look after you. They want to care for you. They want to give you a safe house and feed you. So there is this kind of really big caring for you versus like, yeah. And then the judgment card. So they want everything to be fair and equal, but they still want to care for you a lot. So I don't think that they want you to be reliant on them, but they also do want to care for you a lot. Okay, Libra, after this, I will take a break from your questions because we need to go through everybody's. So, will my Sagittarius try to reconcile me with this coming week? They're trying to avoid people or avoid contact with the outside world right now. They also have Ace of Swords, so it might be that they think you're angry with them or you're a little bit tense with them. So they're kind of avoiding talking to you at all, Libra. So this could be like a thing that you might need to kind of explain to them that you're not feeling angry, or if you are, you need to kind of dispel that before they even come towards you to reconcile. Alexandra says Anita Gemini, Anita Pisces, current feelings about me and possible marriage. Okay, so we have, weirdly enough, a lot of things coming through. So I'll take all of those, thank you. Page of Swords. Firstly, Alexandria, are you feeling very, like, nervous? Like, a bit nervous, jumpy, I feel. Also, the devil's coming through, so self-addictive behavior as well is coming through. I don't know whether this is you, but yeah, I feel like there might be some kind of a fear-based response for you. So this could be what other people see is this kind of almost real fear-based attachments, and the way that you kind of talk about yourself around other people is showing through, and it's not particularly nice way that you talk about yourself, Alexandra. So I need you to, in the future, next time you say something mean about yourself, you need to stop. You need to stop, and you say, that's in the past. I'm much better at this kind of thing now. I feel like that it's a very addictive thing that you kind of, yeah, you're like a bundle of anxiety, I feel, which is not good. Yeah. Will this come to a possible marriage? Well, yeah, there's hard work involved, lots of work, and also you need to rebuild your connection with this person. So I feel like in general, yeah, I think that it's quite positive, but I would say generally work on how you think about yourself, because it is not pretty, Alexandra. And if you keep on doing it, you're just going to end up always tearing yourself apart more than anybody else. General love reading in a new relationship. General reading. Okay, so I feel like you've gone through the ringer, Meg Violet, in general with your relationships. And I feel like then it's kind of going to be a little bit harder for you to kind of deal with a lot of other things. Because there is the Strength card in reverse, which means that you're probably feeling a little bit more weak when it comes to trying to be in a relationship. It could be just that you question a lot more about what the other person's feelings are, or you tend to succumb quite easily to a relationship without standing for your own boundaries, which I would suggest that could be possibly the biggest part of this, is that I would say, Meg Violet, to create your own boundaries. If there's something that they're doing, let them know. Not in a mean way, just like, oh yeah, but you left the seat up, and can you please, while you're in my house, leave the toilet seat down. I don't know. Everybody's boundaries are different. That could be a boundary. But it also feels like you don't have abundance in your house right now, and you're seeking someone to kind of complete your house, your home. And I feel like that's going to be the worst thing, is that you need to create your own abundance at home. You need to create your own prosperity in your own home. So when someone comes in, they're the add-on, they're the extra of the house. They don't they're not the prosperity. You created the prosperity. They just come in and enjoy it. So good luck, Meg. Good luck in the new relationship. Okay, cutie, after this one, you are on a break. Feel free to stay around, but I will be trying to answer other people's questions today because we've got a lot of them, and I would love to get through everybody's today. So, did see forgive me in his heart. He is trying. It might take a few times to actually really say the words, but he's also kind of let go of whatever was like fear-based attachment. So it could be just that he's kind of now, like, you might have had a first argument or something. He's kind of gone, oh yeah, that's done. That whatever happened was like maybe the first time this happened, so he's kind of like because it's done now. But he hasn't got the right words to tell you how he feels, so he is on the inside is kind of like relaxed. So he's kind of not forgiven you, but he is not holding on to it. Like, he's kind of like partitioned that off, but until he really tells you how he feels, he's not going to be completely forgiven. No. So Rahini says, hi dear, AJ Shetty's current feelings and intentions towards me. Thanks. Okay, so yeah, it's kind of weird because I feel like Mohini, all that's coming out of this person is like they have expectations for you that you cannot match. And I'll tell you why, because even if you knew them, they don't really know what they want. And so therefore they're running around kind of trying to, like, they want this particular person to fill so many bits of their life that they really have had to they need to fill up by themselves. You can't fill this up for them. Can you make it obvious? Yeah, I think if you point out, like, hey, I'm not a cleaner, or I'm not your employee, or something like that, it kind of will make them switch over to, okay, like, maybe. But this guy's good. This person's got quite a high bar, and I don't think anybody will reach that, Mohini. So Miriam says, may I have a love reading? I'm Taurus. Well, firstly, Miriam, what's come up is the Seven of Cups in reverse. Oh no. Okay. Seven of Cups in reverse, which you have all these, yeah, it's Seven of Cups. All these beautiful bowls of food, but you're not like eating them. You're just like sitting there going, I don't want this. So it might be just like, as a Taurus, myself, it's like, if it's not good food, it could be plenty of food, and I'm still like sitting there going, am I hungry or am I not? So maybe it's just like the whole idea of connections leaves you with that, like, they're not satisfying enough. And it might be just because you're not asking the right questions of the people to make them more interesting. But yeah, I feel like modern day dating means that people have become more superficial. When I was doing dating about a couple of years back, I noticed that people said hobbies were TV or the gym, and I was like, they're not hobbies. they're like things you do with your life. They're not even like, I said there's a difference between a hobby and an interest, like, but yeah, maybe it's just like these people are not satisfying you. And the devil in reverse, so your addictive cycle. Now, some people say this is letting go of an addictive side. I always feel like myself, it's getting yourself more deeper into it. So it might be that you're addicted to the first starts of love, Miriam, where it becomes like this, like, really, really good meal. So you might be addicted to the start, but you just can't sustain it because you just can't get yourself to that mundane. And that's what I feel like for you, is that you might need to work on after the adrenaline and the dopamine have worn off. You need to eat the balls of the mundane and get yourself through that, because I think in general, you've got some really lovely people that are very interested in you, Miriam. If you go out, you look really, really pretty, but yeah, you just need to get yourself out of that state. So BT says, hello, current thought about George, about me. Thank you. Okay, so BT is all good. So they find you very tempting, very attractive, a distraction in everyday life. BT, they just get distracted quite easily when you're around. So that's very cute. This George fellow just, yeah, really likes you. No worries, Kay. Nistika says, can you see Virgo contacting me anytime soon? I feel like they are just in a space. Oh my god. You can tell they're a Virgo. I got like 6 cards. So yeah, we'll run through these very quickly, but yeah, they are kind of in a bit of a state right now where there's a lot of chaos and they're trying to rebuild things slowly. But yeah, they really have some patience for you, and they really like contacting you because you make them feel good. But they need to really concentrate on other things of their lives as well. So don't worry if they just say hi. And then they're like, oh yeah, I'm sorry, like my business has just been a little bit of a busy one and everything's happened like that, and you'll be like, yeah, I know, I got a tarot reading, she told me. I know. Okay, so I skipped you, Jamie. Hey, I said hi. I don't see yours. Oh no, I'm not down to you yet. I have 2 options. My ex or new person. Which one's better for me? Okay. The cards are telling you that maybe the ex is the better one because he knows you a lot more and is willing to work on the issues that made the relationship fall apart. I feel like with the new person, there's just not, like, you're very uncomfortable around new people, it feels like, or you might not really tell the show them exactly who you are. There is quite a lot of defense and blockages there when you get to know someone that are put out to protect you. And yeah, so you need to think about that, because you can try and manifest the new person, but you really need to be more authentic when you meet people. So Aditi says, when will I meet my future spouse, or I've already met him? I would say you've already met this person, Aditi. It could be a friend of a friend. It might not be like someone that you know as a romantic relationship yet, but yeah, you know this person. I'm very sure that they know you and want to date you, Aditi. They just haven't done it yet. Rupali says, is Jayton coming to come towards me? I think they are. They're kind of really like taking time to gather their strengths. They also have like ideas to ask you, like to kind of ask more questions about you. I feel like they really want it's like ideas on something that they want to do, and you are the best person to actually ask as well. Yes, of course, Lord Wib. So there's say when so Chainmay says, did Ramses like it when I called? Actually, yes, for sure. Two of Cups, there you go, and the Emperor. So yeah, they're slowly building up like the connection back, or they're interested in this connection. But Two of Cups means that they really are enjoying your company, and it can be like a soulmate connection or a very, very close connection. Yes. Chainmate. Hello, Samantha. What will Portia do? Oh my god, that cat just went flying. Well, what will Portia do when you finish your house? I think you need to stop controlling this situation, and you need to kind of realize that let this person come to you. Lord Web. I think that you possibly think about this person a lot, and you just have to realize that human agency is very strong, and you need to do that. Okay, so Samantha, yeah, just let go and let that person come to you. I went on a date yesterday and wanted to know what he thought of me. Samantha. Ooh. Don't think about now. Focus on the future. These cards are teasing you. Also, they struggled through dinner. It might have been that they thought you were way too interesting and you were talking a lot, Samantha, and they're like, oh my dear god, how do I like get like talk about myself? Because when we would like meet someone for the first time, like a date or something like that, we're always focusing on how we can show ourselves. It's all about it's all about like showing ourselves. I think it's very positive because it's saying don't focus on the present, think about the future. So they're probably thinking about and planning a new one, but they did find you like very smart, possibly more extroverted, so they're like help. But you did good. They really enjoyed their dinner, even though it went too fast. or like in general, it didn't need to be dinner, but yeah. Hello, Isabella. What's the beginning of the week bring me? There's a little bit of a chaos situation here. So temperance. It's meaning that you might have to bring some of your house or home in order. It might be just like doing a little bit of a clean, because there might be things that you have not got, like pay the bills on time. Just little things that could create a little bit more chaos in your house, to just kind of work on that. And the Hierophant in reverse means go your own way, do your own thing. If you have a leather jacket, put it on, be the rebel. Isabella, you might not always be the rebel. I feel like slightly more of a good girl, and the cards are telling you no. Next week, do your own thing. Hello, Atlanta. What is R thinking about? Me, no contact. They are, yeah, I don't know. Atlanta, they're stuck. I don't know. Yeah, they feel stuck. They don't know what to do. I feel like they got themselves in a thing and they can't get out. Maybe a panic. It's not, I don't think it's to do with you. I think it's the situation that they're in, that they want to get out of so they can come and talk to you, or like they want this thing to be over so they can come to you. So they're holding on for dear life in the stuckness, but they're going to have to like drop off that branch very soon. So they're trying to exit whatever situation they're in. That means that you're in no contact, Atlanta. I feel like that's the thing that they're kind of thinking about you right now, is they feel stuck and they want to get out so they could talk to you. ELM says, hey, how will my future spouse be? Okay, so you're asking about personalities, and what is LM's future spouse going to be? There's King of Cups in reverse. So this means that this person, maybe when you meet them, or they just tend to be a more emotional person. And now this usually means that this is a masculine card. So yeah, they will. So this, even if you're like, but I attract women, it could be that this person tends to identify more with the masculine qualities of life. And that kind of makes sense. Okay, let's say this person's quite quiet. Tends to be more at her home person. Tends to not really go out much, and tends to avoid human contact, as they might have a couple of friends, but they really don't talk to them a lot. They could be slightly prone to not feeling very well every now and again, maybe a little bit of depression there, but it's just like, how would I explain this? This person possibly is just too quiet and too shy, which you'll find adorable. They're very cute. They also have possibly a psychopedic brain. That's what I'm bringing up. Even though I never really think of this, they tend to work as a journalist? Something to do with writing. And they tend to be very, like, you'll ask them a question and you don't expect an answer, and they just have this kind of instantaneous, like, they'll be like, oh yeah, that happened in January like 2011, and you'll be like, what? So they'll actually have a good kind of memory for things, like more. I feel like someone that can kind of tell you straight away something. They do like food. they do like food, and they'll happily share food with you. It might be like that bit where they just go, hey. You walk in like, hey, look at this. Here you go, food. So they're very cute. Possibly more stay at home, so they might be someone that looks after the house as well as their day job. So Lord Webb says, how is my arbitrage business be? Will it be lucrative? After this, Lord Webb, can you give me space so I can answer other people's questions? Just so I can get through everybody, because everybody tonight, yeah. So just stay on and keep enjoying the vibes. So this is 3 of hearts, 3 of swords in reverse. I said hearts, we don't have a heart suite, and Wheel of Fortune. So it actually looks like you've got quite a lot of like last business experience. Your last business didn't go as well as you planned it, or you had little tiny ventures that never really took off the ground. And with this one, you will have lots of experience to actually fix lots of issues that you've had before. So this won't go badly for you. I feel like in some ways you'll actually be able to write it through quite a lot. But there is a call for you to write a big business plan, or actually really emphasize your plans. Because I don't think you're one of those people that plans every step of the way. You just watch it and you just go, is it working? Is it not working? You're not really planning for like, oh yes, I need to do this production. I need to do that thing. I need to do this. We need to bring in this ROA of this much. You just sit there and go, oh yeah, it works, or it doesn't work. And then if it doesn't work, you panic. So there is this bit that you need to be more on top of what you want. So hello Michelle, hello Ashi. May I ask guidance from Spirit's Guide what I need to know the most? Ashi, firstly, you're a very creative person. You're either scared of manifesting your creativity, or you feel like this is not going to help you in life. And so you stopped actually thinking about being creative. And this is bad because I feel in general, you can go very well and very far based on your creative endeavors alone. Now, I don't know what this means, whether you do music or you do some... I feel like it's music. Like you create tracks or something? Like something to do with... I don't see like art. I see music. I don't know why. Because I was thinking painting before, but what's coming through is like music. And that you need to kind of stop overthinking things and see a bigger picture for you. Also, really cool is both of these backgrounds are blue. So you might need to think about like what that means to you. Like whether blue is something that you really need to concentrate on. So whether it's like a blue sky or something like that, or the sea, something like that for you. There you go, Ashi. C says, hi, how when will the problems at my workplace with my subordinate be resolved? Thanks. Oh, I think the time for this resolving to the place that you want is gone. Maybe there is the bit that you need to address how you deal with people, how things get resolved at your workplace, because there's just like, I feel like several different things that have just come ahead at once, and I don't think that this is going to go. I think this might be a reprimand for you. This is not a firing, but I think that in general, you will get reprimanded for something. I don't know why. The point I would say to you is that how would I say this? It's not like I don't think that you were fair. You possibly just were saying the wrong thing at the wrong time. See? So yeah, I feel like this is not going to go exactly the way you want it to go, but at the same time, it's just a reprimand. Yeah. Don't worry about it. It's all good. They might have just pulled you up and said, we need to do this because we know that you're in the right, but we still have to tell you that. Okay, so love reading for Capricorn David. Taurus, does he miss me? The cards are saying self-love, so he might not miss you. He might not miss you. And I would say that the Nine of Swords in reverse are David. So I feel like this person is very chaotic. So Michelle, you possibly are better off without this person, because they're very much chaotic right now. They don't have a way or outlet of dealing with this. So I feel like in some ways you don't want to be there when they kind of self-destruct, because just having that much energy and not knowing where to put it is a really bad thing. So the cards are telling you to kind of self-love yourself right now. So they're being nice, but yeah, they're saying work on yourself more than thinking about him. Angelina says, a message from Roshan for Samati me. Is he right now? He's hiding from the world and he's still kind of weak. So he possibly is Samati. He's possibly just got a cold. So he's like probably in bed feeling very sorry about himself. Like, oh. So yeah, I think he's fine. He's just got like a cold and he's probably more like moaning about it. No worries. I appreciate you. Thank you. Esha. I see ya. Hi, will Mahad reach out to me? This person is very much like working on their own thing. Oh my dear God. I said nice things about you cats and now you're running away. Okay, so he will reach out to you, but he's also in his own space right now. So, oh my dear Lord. This is what happens when the light source is here and the camera's over here. So yeah, I think he'll reach out back to you very soon. But yeah, he's kind of concentrating on a lot of things right now. So it might be just like, hi. Lily Sahari. Hi, will F contact me in October? they're kind of stuck where they are. They were either planning a move, or they just didn't have the energy to kind of do something physically to move. Also, yeah, they feel like yeah, I feel like they're kind of stuck in their own space right now, and they're not doing anything to kind of get themselves out, Lily. So I feel like this person's very low energy right now. Like, maybe not to even talk to anybody. So don't get upset with them if they don't contact. They're just feeling very, very drained. And they're not really thinking about everybody else. It could possibly be a struggle for this person to get out of bed and do what they need to do in life. So yeah. Don't get upset. I would say it's very hard for them to even do anything out of their own things. So if they contact you, feel very honored, because it would have taken a lot of energy to do that. Jane says, how did B feel about my recent WhatsApp status? It's kind of interesting because they feel like there's a lot of negativity that you display, that you might need to work on some character traits to change some of the things that you put out there in the world. So it's like I'm getting Gandhi, be the change you wish to see in the world. That's what I'm getting. So it might be that they're kind of being nice about that, but they're also thinking that, and also that you're working hard. So it could be that you are working hard, but you still have that slight air of negativity, maybe. I don't know whether this was the one now or the one before, and they're still thinking about it as you have like a changed WhatsApp message, and so they're thinking about how you're dealing with things. Yeah, no worries, Mahini. When will MM get married? I think they they're like holding off on getting married. They're really scared of not going. They really are scared of getting married, and so they're holding off on getting married. If this person wanted to get married, they could get married tomorrow. It's not a thing about them. It's more that they're still holding off to not getting married. So yeah. Well, this person, I would say it's like a couple of years, they'll just wear it down and they'll get married. So it's just a matter of time for this person. So Tasvia says, how's the feelings of Revman for me? So they're kind of thinking about how would I explain this? They needed to plan something with you, but they have now decided not to. Okay. Yeah. Okay. They were planning to do something with you, Tasvia, but they don't have the money to do so. They really wanted to do that. And I feel just a little bit sad, because this person really would like to treat you or do something with you, but there might have been just like, I feel like they went and they checked their bank account and something came out that they weren't expecting to come out, and now there's just like a little bit of a sadness there, and they're waiting for next month to possibly do this again. But Tasvia, they care about you deeply because they really wanted to, like, it might have been coffee, it just was something that they wanted to treat you with, and they can't. So I'm sorry, I feel like really upset with that, but it was probably because it just felt so real. How does your person feel about me? I feel like this is a very cute and cordy line. They see no option but you. Also, Two of Cups. They are really they want to share the same ball as you, be in the same room as you. Like, you know how you want to be together with someone, like cook meals together, be all that domestic bliss. That's what they want to be. But I just had that corny line. They see no other option but you. That's so cute. Okay. No, there's not potato salad. Just give me 1 second and I'll be able to get down to you. So it's just like we slowly go down. Oh, Jades! Aww. Feelings of Arsak for me. So yeah, they either wanted a reefer, they wanted a family with you or something like that, or they see maybe they see no family with you. And Wheel of Fortune in reverse. Let me get a clarifier for this. Please clarify, because I'm really confused right now. Why did Wheel of Fortune? Okay, so they had a time that they thought really hard about this connection, Reefer, and now they're kind of let it go. They've let it go and they're passing on to another kind of feeling right now. So unless you're really with this person, they've kind of let go of this. So it might be time, if you're with this person, kind of really give your all, because this person's on a way out where you're not going to be able to touch that person anymore. No worries. So Jade says, what is Ari's true thoughts and intentions with me for me, please? Okay, so Ari's true thoughts and intentions. They like exploring you, Jades. You're interesting. You have a lot of stories and a lot of, like, what would I say? You could walk into a party and you could entertain everyone with, like, a story. Like, I feel like you're one of those people that's like, wait, hang on, I have a story for you. And then you tell a story and everyone's bursts out laughing. And then you're like, it's not as funny as another story. And they're like, what, Jade? You have another story? And you keep people entertained all night and this person sees the same thing. Like, you tell really good stories, or you're just so charismatic that you like pull people in to whatever you're talking about, and yeah, they just feel like they can deep dive into you, and you're interesting to explore, like the whole entire world. You could take them on amazing journeys, and they haven't even left the house yet. Reefer, after this, can you take a break so I can go through everybody else's questions? Because I will do this one for you. Art is doing this QA story to show me. I got some... Is Art doing this question and answer thing on a story to show me and get some response from me. No, they're just feeling like their world is falling down right now, and they just wanted to talk about some things that kind of fell down. And yeah, I think that they're waiting for other people to respond to it. I think that it was kind of directed at you, but I think it was directed to most people. It was Reefer, it wasn't just you that they were redirected to. Yeah. Hello, Amit. How are you? Hello, Tetty. So Tetty says, how is V Libra feel about me, Aries? No contact, distance relationship. It's kind of interesting because there's two kings that came up for you, Tetty. So it could be about what would I say? You get angry quite easily and you have no money, or you're constantly broke. Or you kind of tend to be very yeah, I'm feeling like that bit where you're kind of down on your luck right now, and that you tend to have this kind of mood swings a little bit because you don't have everything that you want, and so therefore they see that. Are they scared of that? Clarify, please. I don't need always clarification, but I would like one now so I know. Okay, so yeah, I think they were trying to rely on you, possibly financially and emotionally, and when they were relying on you like that, they saw that you were very volatile sometimes, and you really don't share money a lot. Yeah. I feel like they were having a hard time trying to see you as like a permanent companion, because they're raised so differently from you, and there was just that kind of bit that they wanted to rely on you, and yeah. No worries, Aditi. No worries, Taymay. Julian says, hello, what is Raj's attentions towards me? They see you have some very interesting thoughts on most things. You tend to be very astute. You can be quite hyper-focused on little tiny things, but most of the time you're really interesting. So what is I think it's curiosity. They're very curious when it comes to you, because you're very interesting. Actually, possibly not hyper-focused. They're hyper-focused. You see a bigger picture, and that would make sense with the Hierophant. And so therefore they really like how your brain thinks. They're really interested about you, Julian, because you tend to have some very interesting responses, and you keep on being interested, so they're very intrigued about you, Julian. Ritz says, hello, does PT Pisces still remember me? We both had a crush on each other in the past. The cards are telling you to kind of think about the present and not think about the future. So it could be that the cards are telling you that your thoughts are kind of, I don't think this person thinks about you, and it's possibly that your brain is kind of going back in a past, Ritz, which is not actually particularly good for you, and you should possibly focus on your present and future, because the cards are telling you that dwelling in the past is not going to help you right now, I feel. So I don't think that this person thinks about you anymore. I'm sorry. Isaiah says, hello, is it time for me to move on from Kevin? It's 3 months it's 3 months since I've heard from him. He's angry about something. And I think that you should let go. I think that it's about time to let go, because that feels like a release card for me. So I think, yeah, move on from this person, because whatever has happened is happened. So yeah, besides, like, it might be good if they come back in your life and you're like, sorry, got someone else. It's probably a better relationship than the one that you have. Melody says, what is Maurice's Mitchell's true feelings and actions towards me? Firstly, they have a death card here. So what is their... I think they were trying to get over someone, and now they're in the space with you, and they are controlling this way too much. What would I say? There might be a red flag here for you, Melody, that they are quite controlling. Do they think that life is good with you? Yes, it is. But I would also suggest that be careful, because they might have a kind of bit where they can't let go of control in a relationship. So hi, welcome, Mary. I want to know if I have real love or be alone. It's kind of hard, Mary, because I see that you're looking at options right now, and you see none of them that you want. And also I feel like you're trying too hard, so it might be that you might need to reconsider your list. I feel like it's to do with you've written a list, or you have a list in your head of what attributes this person should have, and I think going through with this list of attributes is actually shutting down the ability of the universe to grant you your partner. Because I feel like when you meet this person, you'll understand why I'm saying that you need to get off this list of whatever you have in your brain, Mary, that they need to have. They're not going to have everything. They're going to have a good heart, and they're going to look after you, but I feel like in general that the list is just way too solid. Lilia says, what's coming towards me in my love life? Okay, so there is a bit where you cannot choose. There is a feeling of non-choice here. So in upright, this would mean that you are going to make a life choice, but you haven't made this yet. and it's going to keep on going until you choose to take this on. And also Knight of Wands, so there is something to do with your love life that you're blocking right now. I would say if you have like any connections that are not boyfriend and girlfriend, if they're like friends with benefits or people that aren't willing to have you as a person, Lily, if they're not willing to own up to you being their girlfriend, then yeah, I would let them all go. Move on and kind of date someone that's going to be less of a douchebag. Sorry, I needed to say that. Yeah, I think in general you're way more willing to take on relationships than are not a proper relationship, and you need to let these guys go, because at the end of the day they're not helping you at all. Lily. And as soon as you drop them, you're going to get someone. LT, hi Cassandra, will my ex Chuck ever turn from his deceptive ways? Oh my dear lord. Well, firstly, no. Chariot, physical moving, gets up and goes, and Three of Swords, heartbreak. So yeah, don't expect this person to ever change. They're never ever gonna change. They're wrecking their life, but you can't help them, LT. And yeah, they like it that way, I feel. But yeah, they're never gonna change. They're just gonna, every time they kind of break a heart, they're going to be on the road again. They don't care. Alina says, what's the feelings of B towards me? Okay, so judgment in reverse. Clarify, please. Okay, so judgment in reverse plus what is it? Three of Pentacles. They're very hyper focused on their lives, and they might not treat you completely fair, Alina. And I would be wondering whether you actually mean quite a lot to this person, because they tend to brush you off, or they tend to give lots of excuses for their behavior. And I would say that it's not particularly fair for you to be in this relationship, because they don't really understand how much you're putting in versus them, Alina. So yeah, I don't think they really care about you enough. That's what I would say. Farron is, when will I find the love of my life? Oh, Farron, you got the Queen of Wands. She is gorgeous. Very extroverted, social butterfly. I'm getting, like, weirdly enough, I'm getting vibes of a woman that I know. Does it kind of hurt when I say my grandmother? Very stylish, very elegant. And this is why I think I'm picking up my grandmother. Tends to do some clothes shopping. So she tends to spend a little bit of money on clothes, which you might not particularly like. But she's really, it's like, your friends will like her because she's just like a life of a party. So, and when will you find her? When you save quite a lot. I think like if you're not saving right now, you need to save that money, because when she comes in, she doesn't have expensive tastes, but she'll spend a little bit of money. Or this might be you. So, but the feminine aspect's coming quite clearly through. So, yeah. It might be, if you're the feminine, it means that you should take yourself out on as the biggest love of your life. And to save money. But if you're masculine, then yeah, this lady is coming to you. Any details on my next lover? Ooh. Just that they're very, very much wanting you as like their connection to last all connections. Also, they tend to be very active. They're very, very fit. I feel like they tend to do some racing or like Sunday jogging, like marathon? Possibly. So they're very thin, possibly wiry. Good luck, leg muscles, yeah. They tend to focus on money as well, so they might be trying to set up like a little bit of a business, or they just angling for a promotion at work. So even though you mean quite a lot to them, their brain will be occupied sometimes. Potato salad. Jane, after this, can you take a break? Definitely hang around, definitely feel the vibes, but we have to get through quite a lot of people tonight, so I'm just hoping that we could get through it. Okay, so what is Spirit trying to say to potato salad? I had a rough day and something happened that's upset me a lot. What do they want me to do about it? Okay, firstly, you've got 2 of Cups in reverse. And this is possibly why they're arguing about this. Is that if someone's treating you unfairly, you always should have space to leave. Also, they're telling you that you have control over your life. Yeah. If there's anything external that's making you upset, you have control over it. No one else has control over it. What's actually channeled is Eleanor Roosevelt that says, no one can make you feel inferior without your consent. No one can make you feel inferior without consent. So you need to think about that. Potato salad. Because obviously someone's made you feel small, I would feel. Or someone has really not been considering your feelings. Now I feel like that's your romantic relationship. If it's not, it's a very close relationship. And I would say in general, you have all the tools that you have needed. And so yeah, no one should make you feel inferior without your consent. That's all I'm going to say from your thing. I know, thanks. No worries. LM, thank you. No worries. Can I have a reading? Donna, of course you can. Please place down your question. Well, I get reprimanded, not him. I feel like that would be the case. Cece, what I was getting was that your actions were right. The way that you did it was wrong. That's what I was reading. What I was feeling was you were correct. It was just the wrong way to do it. I don't know what's in the office or how you reported it, but yeah. What's coming in love? Well, apparently, like, little tiny bits of money are coming in. Oh, and King of Wands. Ooh, the spiritual jade. Firstly, I feel like the cards have been a little bit of a cheeky, and they've said that you're working on something that you love that's going to be bringing in money. So firstly, they're saying, okay, that little tiny business that you've started up, or your cupcakes, something you're doing, it's going to bring in money. And that's why it's like cheeky, because it's like, what's coming in love? Oh, the thing that you love is going to bring you money. But also you get King of Wands. So King of Wands coming in for you, red hot, very extroverted. It tends to be very playful, likes outdoors, and has plenty of friend circle. So they get that energy from other people. So it tends to be younger than all the other sweets. At least I read him as a younger one. So he would be the same age as you, I feel. Like, he's not older than you. He's possibly the same age. I don't think he's younger. I think he's possibly born in the same year as you. But yeah, he's fun and playful. Kind of a little bit of a catch, I feel. Got some funny mussy hair. Like, he kind of maybe works in IT, but he's got mussy hair. He's very cute. Mary, I have actually replied to that. Yeah. Nightbot, what's your problem with me? Spamming. Oh no. Okay, so hi Lita. Is Clary a friend of my ex's? Is he using this profile to spy on me? Firstly, they're telling you... okay. Friend of your ex's. No, I don't feel like this person's a friend of your ex's. I would say this person is not what they seem, because Clary sounds like a male's name. This is actually a woman. Queen of Wands, to be precise. Yeah, I don't think that you should trust this person, but they're not a friend of your ex's. And I don't know what this person has to do with you. Could you please clarify? They might have like something to do with you in the past. Yeah, and they're possibly dealing with like going to be using your insecurities against yourself. So what I was thinking before was that they were MLM marketing, you know, like those people that sit there and go, I'll sell you these things. But yeah, I think that they're not particularly who they seem. And yeah, I think that they're on their own devious thing, so maybe keep checking them, but they're not a friend of your ex's, or I would have got a masculine card or something like that. But yeah, maybe MLM marketing. Like, can I sell you some tights? Sonny, of course, please place your question. D, no worries. Okay, so what I did actually do that, Esha. I said, what did I say for you? Give me 1 second, I will pull your cards again, but I definitely answered that. What should I do to improve your love life? Ooh. Okay. Firstly, to take some downtime, KN. Take some downtime. Relax. You're just too, like, tight. Like, all your cylinders are firing. All I can feel is, like, you have so much tension in your body. You just can't relax. So, the whole idea, relax. Book yourself in a massage. If you like a massage, get yourself a massage. Just relax. Maybe stop drinking too much coffee or caffeine. Also, to kind of give yourself, like, options. I think, KN, is like you do every single day the same, and so therefore when routine is like if routine changes, you become kind of stressed, kind of overwhelmed. And I think in general you need to kind of give yourself like surprises every single day, so you kind of go, oh my god, like this is different from my usual thing. And when you start freaking out, you're like, no, this is a good surprise. So I think in general, surprise yourself, like do something random every single day and just give yourself some downtime. Yeah, KN. By that time you'll just be really ready to go if you want to. Okay, so Esha, I'll pull for you again, but I did actually answer that. Esha. Okay, this makes sense because I'm very sure we had the scaredy cat. Page of Swords. So Page of Swords in upright is a little bit scared about things. He's not like the point that he's devious. He's just like jumpy and nervous. So he might be jumpy and nervous about you, or he might be jumpy and nervous about his kind of direction in life. Will he contact you? No, I think he's scared. I think we pulled the Hermit in reverse for your question before, so he's just like scared of people and scared of you. I don't think you've done anything wrong. He's just in a point that he might have high anxiety and he just can't deal with people right now. I have spirits inside my body. How can I get them out? Well, don't drink them? Okay. Spirits inside your body, how do you get them out? Well, firstly, why are they there? You always have control over yourself. So you could just sit there and go, get out. If they don't want to leave, you sit there and do it again. After a while, they would just give up. And then next time, they kind of sit there and go, I have control over my own body. If you have spirits inside you, or you think you have spirits inside you, most of the time, like, you have a whole range of control over your own body that's amazing and measurable. So in general, yeah. Also, it's like if you are doing something without understanding or any of that, and you just have like lapses in memory or something, I would suggest talking to a doctor. I am not qualified for that. So I would say if there's something that you're doing that you don't know why, definitely go to a medical doctor first. Anyways, Jades. Will I meet a new love in autumn? Well, yeah, there seems to be a new love coming in for you, Laura. So Laura, King of Pentacles. So his love language is like money, gifts. Tends to be very much about all things finances. And when he tends to, it doesn't mean that he's rich, but he tends to focus on the monetary aspect of things. So, very much a person that would run his own business. And gets, kind of like, yeah, bogged down in the minutia. Really loves, like, running a company. So yeah, you will meet this person. How does A feel about me, Corey? Corey, you tend to be very hyper focused. This person doesn't understand how you're so hyper focused. You could possibly be a workaholic. Also, like, sometimes I call this the hangover card. Corey. So if you're a party person, so like you tend to drink, this is my hangover card because the cat looks like it's throwing up. So that's my own reading. It's because I feel like, yeah, the cat is actually staring at its own reflection in the toilet bowl. Could be technically drinking the water out of the toilet, but the whole idea is, the description is that you're so hyper focused that you tend to not realize that there's anything about around you, and this is not to detriment at the moment. So it's not like you're working yourself completely raw, but technically in general, yeah, they see that you're very focused, and you then don't see around you. You tend to be very focused on one thing and one thing only, and they tend to feel very left out when you tend to not focus on them, because you take on too much aspects of that focus. That's what I would say, Corey. My name is Mnaka. My name is Makiya. Is my man hiding anything from me, Bakari? Is there a baby I don't know about? Well, I didn't get anything for babies, so I feel like this person's pretty honest with you. King of Cups tends to talk about feelings and emotions more than anything, can listen to other people, and I think that he is kind of not telling you truth, but it's not a baby. It's possibly a finance situation. So it's like he's gambled something, or there was something that's done that he won't get his plate of fish. So this is the cat. Cat is your... Look! Cat. The cat is both orange. Look. There's an orange cat for both of them. Yeah, I think that he's kind of put some money somewhere. Like with a friend or something into a business. And it's not... it's like gone. And I think it's just been like a friend has been like, oh yeah, I'm starting my own business, so there's the money gone. So I don't think that's it's gone to a child. I would say it's gone to a friend. And you're not going to get that back. It's gone. Gracie says, hello, what are BA's current feelings for me? Thank you. Guys, if there's any more questions, can you please answer before... I'm gonna wait 5 minutes and then I'm going to close. The list is closed. If you have already got a question in, that's good. I'm going to finish everybody's. So don't run away because I'm going to finish everybody's. Okay? What is BA's current feelings for you? Firstly, the King of Pentacles, so they tend to be very focused on money. They're also a little bit scared of you. It might be that they think that you're going to steal all their money. So it might be that they're kind of slightly scared of you in general, but they also see you as being smart. So Gracie, I think in general you're a really interesting person, and this person knows that they're not enough to measure up yet. So they have to take on more of a mature approach towards you. They have to grow up in some ways, and they are kind of scared that they're not going to measure up in your eyes, and they won't be able to provide enough for you, Gracie. That's what I'm reading here. So yeah, they really care about you. They really think you're the one, BA. Gracie. That's what BA thinks about you. Bono says, what is Ramen feeling for me? Okay. Firstly, you're trying too hard, Bono. To like dial it back a notch. So you're possibly like pursuing them with all your might, and it's kind of scaring them. No, actually, no. Lies. Time out. That's if this card is in reverse. It's not. So sorry about that. You're actually doing a good job. So before I scare the crap out of you, you're actually flirting and they like it. Not over flirtation. Jesus Christ. I'd be reading a lot more cards than I usually do. So and a page of wands. So yeah, flirtation, good. Before you like freak out. And they're really close to kind of coming towards you. So you're doing a good job. Ramen's very interested. If this is for a business or this is a friend, they're really intrigued by you and want you to be part of the business or their friendship. But I think that's a love one. So yeah, they're really close to coming towards you. What's the next actions of Sagittarius towards me? Well, the lovers came up in reverse. So this person sees you as a soulmate, sees you as a very deep love. So this is like really deep love. This is like if you knew someone for 6 years or more and you've known each other nearly forever. That's the love that they feel about that. So they are really thinking that you are the person that they want to be with, Empress. So Bella says, what are Rhea's feelings towards me and what is he thinking? Well, there's a lot of things towards this person. Firstly, I feel like they're scared of getting decisions wrong. So they tend to not move. This person possibly has told you some things and contradicted some things. Like they say, oh yeah, we're going to go and get together, Bella, and then they don't because they can't decide their next life choice and they also listen to too many people around them, so they kind of get swayed by other people's opinions very easily, and that kind of makes sense when it comes to this, because they're going after you, but they're also not going after you. They don't know whether they can go after you. So it's just like, this person's very chaos. So they find you attractive, but they also don't want to commit. Stupid man. I don't know. And then the Hierophant. So yeah, they need some wise counsel to get themselves out of that. But yeah, stupid bad. Okay, so he needed. I got it. I think I did, but definitely post your question again. Yeah. Imani says, will me and Zekwan ever be intimate in bed? Oh my dear lord. Possibly, if that's what you want, then yeah. Will this be good though? I feel like this person's really nervous, so Imani, be gentle with them, okay? I cannot. Of course you can. Okay. What's coming with my relationship with Trav? Both feel it. Female were in early stages. Love her a lot. It's interesting because I can see that she finds you, or you. I feel like this is you. You find her cute and adorable. Oh. I think this is her. So she's got like, I don't know, like princess vibes, like Lolita vibes. Cannot, like, you're really cute. She dresses cutely. Just, she's cute and adorable. A little bit immature. There is a bit where, like, there's a lack of communication, or like there's not enough playing, and so you need to kind of work with the play and the communication. I think that's what I'm picking up. She's cute and adorable. Good catch, K-Nut. But yeah, I think work on your play and you'll definitely get it. Yeah. So yeah, cute and adorable. So I don't know why you wouldn't play with that. Yes, of course, Alyssa. Can I get a general reading? Of course you can. So the general reading is that you've got to be careful, like something that you, little bits of money that were coming in with you is going to come out of your life. And it's interesting because they're exiting out straight away. So it's kind of a weird thing where like you were relying on these things, these little bits of money, and you possibly spent them before, like, yeah, there's kind of like the money is, yeah, not coming in and leaving straight away. How could you fix this though? Cards, how would Alyssa fix that? Is telling you to start your own business. Go in to work for yourself, yeah? That's where it is telling you to go. And also kind of check your finances and kind of pull the plug on the things that you don't need. But yeah, go in business for yourself, okay? Okay, so go list is closed. I'm going into the medical field, which I love, becoming a certified nursing assistant. Yay! Jada, thank you for your gorgeous vibes. I think that nurses and doctors, especially nurses, are incredibly patient because you have to be. So, Scarlett, how is Marco currently feeling about me? They felt like they're having a hard time right now. And what's their feeling for you? It's hard because they're in a cycle of a self-defeater cycle, I feel. And so they're probably seeing you with the same lens. And like when I see a devil in reverse, for me personally, this means self-addiction. So they are probably addicted to making themselves feel bad. Scarlett, so Marco is feeling bad about just that he doesn't measure up. And he keeps pushing you away. Will you ever make this person realize their worth? No, I think they've got to get to it themselves. Just keep on smiling. I feel like when you smile, you have just the gorgeous you just have that gorgeous smile of yours, and that makes people feel better, Scarlett. So even though you can't change the way that that person feels about themselves, which colors you in the same light, just keep on smiling, because the brain goes stuff. Esha, I answered that twice. So if you haven't got it twice, then I don't know what to do. Because I've done it twice now. Julian says, kindly get some advice on my love life. Well, firstly, you have a chaos card, which means that your life is kind of chaotic right now, and I wouldn't suggest adding something to it that's going to make it more chaos. So there's a lot of things that you need to patch up your boat before you actually go out and find another relationship, because there's just major things that might need to be repaired first before you get someone. But in general, when you get that, you're going to really enjoy the new relationship. There's a lot of things, good things, that are going to be coming to you, Julian. So in general, just keep on working, keep on patching that boat, because I feel like in general you need to work on your own chaotic energy and bring it into control. I'm having with my subordinate. I would be reprimanded. Will he not be corrected? Okay, so will he be corrected? I feel like in general he will just he will leave. He will leave. Yeah, I don't think he works very well with others, because he tends to think about himself quite a lot. So yeah, I think the reprimand would be that you It's not about you dealing with this, but possibly that you dealt with this the wrong way. But this guy is going to leave. You don't have to worry about him, see? He's going to be leaving. So you don't have to worry about him anymore. Ask true, no worries, Esha. Ask true feelings for me. What can I say? Anything more lovely? Sustained love. Like, I always say this is like the love. If you see Ellie, a couple on a bench holding hands, that's the love that this person feels for you. Yeah, it's just like that very, very deep love. Hello, Richie. Richa. Hello, Richa. Aw, thank you for the emotes. I'm just, it was my first time. It's okay. Nightbot is actually automation. This is why AI is not going to take over the world. Because it's just going to be a little bit of a thing. Okay. How would be a married life? Now, this I feel is at the moment how's going to be married life. So don't worry about Richa. If you work on these issues and address some of these issues, you will find that it's going to be different in the future. So there is a fear attachment. It might be that you always question why people love you, and you're always like holding on to making them happy above yourself, and you have to let go of always trying to make someone happy before yourself, because it's going to make you miserable. It's going to make the other person miserable as well. I think in general with married life, it's always a journey, and sometimes you won't always measure up to that person's expectations, but you can always retry something. And the whole idea is marriage and relationships over time will grow and change, and so we always need to be adaptable in a relationship. You have 7 of Pentacles, so there was money coming in which won't be when you get married, which might mean that you need to make a little bit more money doing something else that will kind of sustain your lifestyle. Not just like, oh, I'm always broke and poor because I'm looking after my family. So you might possibly need to kind of think of how you're going to create a new cycle where you get some money, so then you're not constantly sitting there going, my wife spends too much. Richer. Or like if the family takes up too much, then you can still take some money to spend on yourself, which will make you a happier person. Okay, so we have got to Ashley, the list is closed. We have finished up for tonight. And so I've got Big Mama, Richa, I've already done you, and Lovely. And we are finished for tonight. If you just missed me, hit the subscribe button. I'm back on Tuesdays. And maybe this week coming, I will be doing Saturday as well as Sunday, because I actually have to cancel Saturday because, well, I have to cancel what I'm doing on Saturday because electricians are coming to my house to poke around my house. So I'm having no no electricity until late in the afternoon, so I've taken the day off, so then I'll probably spend it with you in night. So Saturday, Sunday and Tuesday coming. So what would happen if I reach out to Dewey? There is this kind of weird thing with this person, Big Mama. I think they're struggling to see an option to contact you, possibly. And now that you've given them the option, they can gladly fall into that option, Big Mama. So I feel like in general, that would give them more peace than them trying to struggle to contact you. And Lovely says, is Anna wanting to be in a stable relationship with me? They don't want to go anywhere, so they're kind of stuck with you. Do they want a stable relationship with you? Chariot in reverse and the Emperor. Yeah, they do want to kind of have a stable relationship with you, but they're also kind of grieving being single. Lovely. Even if you weren't in like if you were in a relationship before, they still had a lot of opportunities to be single, and they're kind of grieving that. But yeah, they do want to be in a stable relationship with you. No worries. See, I hope it helps. Thank you guys for being here. Have a very good night. Have a good sleep. And I will see you all, drumroll, on Tuesday. So it's only one day away. You can count down. You can set your clocks. Take care of all of yourselves and your friends and your family. Lovely, I did see your message. Don't worry, Nightmot is being mean. Love and light to everybody. Bye, 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 bye.